Stay tuned. We'll be right back with another exciting segment for Win on KZKO The Vibe. And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
When two parties cannot solve a dispute, Community Court is there to solve the problem.
All rise for the Most Honorable Judge Kenneth Vicarro. Sorry, Judge, I've been eating a lot of peanuts today.
Oh, yeah, and I've been eating my fair share of granola. We got the crunchy munchies.
Oh, it's like a crunch and munch up in here.
Oh. Yeah, Junior likes that. Maybe we could do like a little stand-up thing. You ever done a stand-up, Cliff?
No.
Stand-up comedy?
Oh, never touch the stuff.
No, why not?
No.
You don't listen to it at all?
Well, I mean, I've heard it, but I've never done it. I wouldn't want to get up in front of people. And
You won't hold the microphone?
No, never. People don't need to hear me, you know.
Well, I disagree. You know, I bet if we asked a lot of the folks that tune into the show, they'd be like, I want to hear that bailiff Cliff guy.
You know, I saw what Steve on the Jerry Springer show went to, and I do not approve. A sidekick needs to stay quiet and on the side.
Well, I suppose that's respectable. You know, there's a part to play, and you choose to play it 100%. All right. Well, we got a case that's actually not near and dear to my heart, but nonetheless, I'm glad that it's in my courtroom because I think it's important. So today we have our plaintiff. This is Mr. Chuck Delaney. You are head of the homeless coalition of America.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're bringing up a particularly local issue, local to us anyway. But I imagine it pertains to homeless folks across the globe.
It's local to wherever a homeless person happens to be at the time.
All right, well said. And then we have our defendant. This is Mayor Chauncey Huckabee.
It's great to be here today as the great mayor of this fantastic city of Denver, Colorado.
All right, well,
that's all a matter of opinion.
Mayor Huckabee, thank you for being here. Could you elucidate your complaint why you're here today?
Yeah. As we have established, I'm homeless. I not only represent homeless people, I am myself homeless. And the city of Denver has recently enacted many more street cleaning measures, and as a result, they're destroying my home, the homes of my compatriots and friends. And I'm partially here. I just want to raise awareness, but also I think my laws, my rights are being violated by Mayor Huckabee. There are so many endangered species that are endangered because we are destroying their natural habitats, and I don't want that same thing to happen to the homeless.
I really can respect the great citizen of this city, Mr. Delaney's point of view. However, he's got a problem here when he states his home. It's not really his home. He is leasing that home from Coors Light, because he lives in a Coors Light cardboard box, and that seems to be the complaint here. And therefore, that's not technically his home, and therefore we're not technically destroying your environment either with the street cleaning efforts on a bi-monthly basis.
I recovered that box from trash, the Coors Light, according to Statute 7 of the refuse laws. When it is part of a dumpster, the original owner of that has relinquished. Well, allow me to rephrase. When it is part of a city dumpster, the previous owner of said box has then relinquished control to the public. At that point, it becomes mine.
Mr. Delaney is correct on the part of when it's relinquish ownership, but however, it's not in a normal dumpster, it's in a recyclable dumpster. Therefore, the clause 7 that you're referring to does not apply.
I would like to raise an issue. Here I have taken a video, Your Honor. And here you can clearly see some street cleaning equipment removing my home.
Okay.
Forcibly. And as you can see, there is ample evidence that before they did this, there was no attempt to prove the origins of where my box came from, whether it came from a recycling bin or just a city dumpster.
So it seems like there's a lack of due process.
Exactly, yes.
However, Mr. Delaney should be made aware of, if you see right here in the video, Your Honor, you can see that the people that are removing the recyclables are wearing the lime green vest, which clearly delineates that it is a recycling crew. Therefore, he should know, as a citizen of the city of Denver, that when you see those lime green vests, that it is a recycling crew that is handling those dumpsters. Therefore, again, his Article 7 that he mentioned does not apply.
Well, we could get all caught up in the legal technicalities, but this is my courtroom, and we do things a little different here.
Law's not important in your court, Judge.
No, sir, Cliff. No, sir. Now, I would like to get to why all of a sudden are these more thorough street cleaning measures being put in place.
Well, I can elaborate on that. When I got elected as mayor, 4 years ago, that was also around the same time as they legalized marijuana in this city, as well as throughout the state, and depending on what counties decide to opt out. Well, that's brought a huge transient population in, which has been sitting in cahoots with one of our biggest corporate stalwarts, Coors Manufacturing out in Golden, Colorado. Great city, Golden. I love good friends with the mayor and his wife. And because of that, they've been hijacking and taking a lot of these recyclables to use it for themselves in order to smoke that Laffy Taffy there on the street corners.
The mayor of Golden and his wife have?
No, the homeless people that are transiting coming from outside of our great state to into our state in order to take advantage of the, well, shall we say, lax marijuana laws that we've established here.
Yeah, it's legal.
It's correct. But therefore, we didn't anticipate so many people would come out here just to smoke marijuana as kind of the mecca of marijuana smoking, and on the same token, therefore, have a direct impact on the recycling of Coors Light boxes.
Well, has there been any representation by the homeless population? I mean, you're talking about citizens here, Mayor Huckabee, but at the same time, it doesn't seem like there's much opportunity for these folks, these transients as you call them, to voice their concerns and regarding their situation. Yes,
Your Honor, I would just like to point out too that this is not just affecting the transient homeless population. I'm a native Coloradan. I have been homeless here my entire life, and I've decided that the city of Denver is going to be my homeless home. And I'm not a transient. I like to think that I bring a lot of character to the city of Denver. I interact with the populace. I have a little act. I make sure people know that I mean no disrespect when I speak with them. And I like to think I bring entertainment to these people and to even the transient homed population that visits the city of Denver.
Mr. Delaney, perhaps you would like to explain to the court what the entertainment that you actually do that does not bring respect to the other citizens?
It does not bring disrespect.
Oh, disrespect.
That was a misspeak on my part.
Oh, that's okay. No problem. Why don't you explain, because I'm aware of what you do. Why don't you explain to the judge, the Honorable Judge, and the bailiff exactly what your entertainment is that you'd like to do right in front of the state capitol?
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Let me get into character here. Well, I like to introduce myself, and I like to tell people a little bit about my life, and it would go a little something like this. Yes, excuse me. I mean you no disrespect. I mean no disrespect. My name is Robert Sarva, and I am a retired individual. I'm 55 years old, and I would just like, I'm just trying to make my way, and I mean no disrespect to you, sir. I'm trying to make my way here in the city of Denver, and I could just use a little bit of help, and I just want to make it clear that I mean no disrespect. So really, if I were to boil it down, it's just a matter of making people feel welcome here to the city.
It's not very entertaining.
Well, that's exactly the point. We did tell the truth. We were offering you $300 a month to entertain the visitors of Denver. For example, like the
You have been paying him?
We offered this.
They offered, yes.
And he refused to actually do anything entertaining, as you were saying, Judge.
Because I have artistic integrity.
And those
You're
were the
mayor.
Those are the 16 sentences that he would say over and over and over again. But like you said,
I mean you no disrespect.
it was not entertaining at all. And so therefore we thought we were being defrauded. And so we just kind of picked up the street sweeping efforts a little bit more aggressively out in front of the Capitol, if you know what I mean.
But he didn't take you up on your offer. You haven't been shortchanged.
No, he did take us up on the offer.
Well, now hold on a second. If we go to the court,
I have a video right here out in front of the Capitol building where you can see Mr. Delaney over there taking $300 from my assistant personally in cash. See?
All right. I do see that. You need to submit that through the evidence department, though.
That was a gift. I was not under the impression that was part of this pay program to cost myself my artistic integrity. I would have never have accepted this money had I known that it was still part of the mayor's offer.
Junior, it makes me weep too. It's just real sad to see such a sore interaction, a sore bond between the government and between the people that live in this city.
I love this city, and I mean it no disrespect.
And you're just as much a part of it as me or the mayor or transient folks, homeless or not.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna suspend these increased rates of street sweeping for the next 3 months, and I'm gonna organize. I'm not gonna do it, but somebody will, because I'm gonna mandate it. But y'all are gonna meet to ensure some more inclusive and hospitable measures for the homeless population.
Thank you, Your Honor. All we ask is that our voice to be heard.
Your Honor, I'd like to make a final point before you throw down that gavel of justice over there. Your street looks pretty dirty, doesn't it, in the cul-de-sac where you live? We could bring some more street cleaners down your street, maybe say 2-3 times a week to keep it nice and sparkling.
Anyway,
I can't believe this, Mayor.
And vote for me. I'm running for re-election in 2016.
Oh,
so,
please.
That's
just sad.
I hope the great citizens of Denver, Colorado will re-elect a great mayor that's trying to do things to clean it up.
All right, court dismissed.
The verdict has been made and the court of law has spoken. Tune in next week for another fascinating episode of Community Court.
Listen to the Win podcast from the KZKO webpage or find their show streaming on YouTube. Stay tuned for Talking Points with Shabazz Davis.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with another exciting segment for Win on KZKO The Vibe.